Welcome to the PA is In, the show created by PAs for PAs, where codependency with your supervising physician is a thing of the past, optimal team practice is the future, and physician associate has taken the place of physician assistant as the professional title of choice. We are redefining what success as a PA looks like and what it feels like. Here you'll find the tangible, practical things that I use to escape healthcare burnout, the exact mindset shifts, money habits, systems, and processes that I use to become a unicorn PA with a job that I love, abundant energy, time to spare, and work optional financial freedom. I'm sharing everything that has helped me to navigate over a decade of PA life with you so that you can live long and prosper. The PA is in. Today, we're talking all about the American Academy of Physician Associates. A little disclaimer, this episode is in no way supported by the AAPA. I'm simply a fan, a member, and believe that you should understand the benefits that come along with membership. Regardless of whether you decide to become a member after tuning in or not, this episode will share some of the lesser known benefits and some of the greater known benefits of membership of the AAPA. Since it was founded 50 years ago in 1968, the American Academy of PAs has been the National Professional Society for PAs. They recently updated their name from the American Academy of Physician Assistants to the American Academy of Physician Associates. So, what does the AAPA do anyway? The AAPA advocates on behalf of PAs and educates on behalf of the profession and the patients that we serve in clinical practice. According to their website, the AAPA works to ensure the professional growth, personal excellence, and recognition of PAs. The team at the AAPA works to enhance PAs' ability to improve the quality, accessibility, and cost effectiveness of patient centered healthcare. I have to admit, I've been a member since I was a student participating in the National Challenge Bowl hosted at the AAPA National Conference, which was in Toronto way back in 2012. In fact, not to brag, but that year our team made it to the finals and lost on the very final question to Nova Southeastern Jacksonville. The answer to that question, in case you're wondering, was HELP, hemolysis, elevated liver enzymes, and low platelets, the disorder that is a life-threatening pregnancy complication that runs in the same group as preeclampsia, which, by the way, we knew the answer, but we didn't buzz fast enough to answer the question correctly. If you've never attended the National Challenge Bowl, or the Nerd Bowl, as my dad lovingly referred to it at the time when I was on the Challenge Bowl and training for the competition, the energy in that room at the AAPA National Conference is incredible. Schools come decked out in their colors, faces painted. My mom bought a vuvuzela, one of those horns that makes super loud noises. There are cheering sections that raise the roof. It's what I would imagine a bowl game at a college that's super into football feels like for a quiz competition that's all about medical facts and diagnoses. So I digress. I have been a member of the AAPA since 2012 as a student for over 10 years, and I have not once known specifically what their vision and mission are. But in preparation for this episode, I did, in fact, look it up because I was curious what the vision and mission of an organization like the AAPA is. So the AAPA's vision is PAs transforming health through patient-centered, team-based medical practice. Their mission is that the AAPA leads the profession and empowers our members to advance their careers and enhance patient health. I love to see patient-centered care at the center of many of these mission statements and a lot of the information that the AAPA has on their website. Interestingly, of the 159,000 PAs in the US, over 70,000 are already AAPA members. If that is you, yay. Hopefully, you can learn about some of the benefits you may not already know about in this episode. If you are not already a member, or you were a member, but you've let your membership lapse, this episode is for you. It's interesting to me that less than 50% of the active PAs in the US support the AAPA with their membership dues and take advantage of the benefits that come along with that membership. Okay, on to the reasons to become a member of the AAPA. Number one, the AAPA salary report. Whether you're searching for a new job or wondering how much to ask salary wise in that negotiation, or if you're comparing offers and curious how they hold up in the specialty you work in and the city that you live in, or you're simply wanting to take a look and see if your current employer is saying thank you and valuing you well, the AAPA salary report should be your first stop. Each year, the AAPA surveys PAs and asks them questions about their base salary, productivity bonus, compensation for call, hours worked, the state, city, and specialty that they work in, and so much more. They compile all that data and put it together. Historically, this was a PDF packed with information, charts, graphs, numbers, all of the data laid out. In 2022, the data was compiled in both PDF form and in a searchable interactive format online. I want to remind you that you can actually participate in the AAPA salary survey even if you're not an AAPA member at this time. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete the survey. The more PAs that take the time to complete the survey and share their salary and compensation information totally anonymously, the more complete and accurate the data that is generated as a result of the survey. You can take the 2023 AAPA salary survey anytime between now and February 28th. Why bother? I know you're busy. Well, for the reasons that I said about accurate data, but also because as a survey respondent, you get entered into a lottery to win one of 40 $25 gift cards. And you are also granted access to the free summary of the national level PA compensation data in exchange for filling out the survey. Also, because someday may want to use that AAPA salary report to negotiate. This data helps PAs to advocate for the salary, compensation package, and benefits that they more than deserve. This data is broken down by national, regional, and state salary categories. It is broken out by specialty, subspecialty, practice setting. They go into years of experience, hours worked, and so much more. You can take the salary survey if you're practicing clinically, but also if you're in education, research, or work primarily as an administrator in your role as a PA. All of that information is valuable to your colleagues who are looking to negotiate. All right. Reason two for participating in the AAPA as a member, and more specifically, donating to the AAPA Political Action Committee. So, this is a lot of letters in a row, but the AAPA PAC is a political action committee that supports candidates for Congress, both Republican and Democrats, who are committed to the principles that drive the PA profession. So essentially, the PAC strengthens the PA voice on Capitol Hill. It's a bipartisan political action committee. It's the only federal PAC dedicated to advancing the PA profession specifically. So I didn't know a ton about what the AAPA PAC was doing, but the fact sheet online noted that less than 4% of the AAPA members contributed to the PAC in 2020. There is definite room for improvement in this area as AAPA members and PAs who understand the difference that representation at a federal legislative level makes in advancing the laws governing our profession. If every member of the AAPA contributed $35 a year to the PA PAC, which equates to less than 9 cents per day, we would rank as the number one among the healthcare provider PACs. Currently, NPs give to their political action committee at a rate of more than double the rate of what we as PAs are contributing to ours. If you're looking around and you feel like the fact that NPs have more favorable laws or representation in your state, if you see job listings for NPs that don't mention PAs or that exclude PAs, or you find that practices or organizations in your area favor hiring NPs, maybe because of them misunderstanding PAs and what we can do, the single best thing that you can do is to join the AAPA and contribute to the PA PAC. We need to update the laws governing our profession at the state and federal level, and the AAPA is helping to make that happen. We need to be seen, we need to be heard, we need to be given a seat at the table and a vote in the way that we are updating the outdated legislature that is governing our ability to practice at the top of our license. Reason 3 to join the AAPA: CME benefits. As an AAPA member, you'll get monthly access to JAPA with CME and articles to stay abreast of what's happening in the PA profession each and every month. The JAPA CME post tests live inside CME Central, which is part of the membership portion of the AAPA website. This is 13 hours of free Category 1 CME each and every year. There are tons more CME available for free with your AAPA membership, alongside discounts for live events and recorded events throughout the year. Overall, Learning Central inside of the AAPA membership site houses more than 500 hours of Category 1 CME. So if at this time you're looking to beef up your CME, make sure you don't end up behind or cramming at the end of this year whenever you're due to recertify or whenever you're due to re-up your license. Becoming an AAPA member is a wise choice. Reason number 4, typically it's free to you. So oftentimes your employer foots the bill for your AAPA membership as a part of your compensation package, where they reimburse you for professional memberships. This may be included in or separate from your CME budget in your compensation plan, but this means that your AAPA membership is often covered by your employer. You become a member, submit your reimbursement, or ask your employer to pay on the front end for you, and you start being able to experience the benefits of being an AAPA member at no cost to you. Reason number 5, special discounts. Everybody loves a deal, and AAPA members specifically enjoy discounts on everything from PANRE review courses to travel services like rental cars and hotels. You get group discounts on life and disability, home and auto insurance. You can enjoy savings on your up-to-date membership, on awesome companies like Metalita Scrubs and Lab Coats, and even appreciate savings on UPS shipping services. The greatest part of this that I see, if your work pays for your membership and fellow memberships start at $295 per year, and then you benefit from the discounts, you get the discount deals, but you didn't write the check for the membership in the first place. Reason number 6, billing and reimbursement resources. Years ago, when I attended the AAPA conference as a student, I sat in on a workshop with Tricia Marriott on PA billing and reimbursement basics. As a student, I had, quite frankly, no idea what billing, coding, and reimbursement even were. I had this vague idea that these things existed, but I didn't know the mechanics of what constituted a level 3, 4, or 5 visit. I didn't understand how to chart in a way that was both accurate and maximizing my billing while appropriately representing the care that I provided to that specific patient and noting their complexity of diagnoses and all of that. The other major takeaway that I learned from that workshop all those years ago is how to quantify your value if you work in a surgical subspecialty. Those who work in surgery know that a lot of your job is to see pre and post op global patients who don't generate specific revenue, but allow the surgeon to do revenue generating work during that time. The AAPA has resources on the potential issues with a lack of transparency created by Incident to billing, specific resources and recommendations for billing for Medicare services versus private pay insurers. There are just a ton of resources for coding and billing that exist inside the AAP membership portion of their website. Last, but certainly not least, I have saved the best reason for last. This camaraderie and community that comes from being an AAPA member and the benefits of attending the National AAPA Conference. Whether it's being connected to the mentorship resources, the job board, or participating in the constituent organizations or special interest groups, there are a myriad of opportunities to connect with other PAs through the AAPA. There is this AAPA huddle board that is a discussion board where you can inquire about other PAs' experiences in different specialties, parts of the country, or clinical settings. The PA Moms group is a super active group on Facebook that I belong to, who also happen to be a special interest group of the AAPA. But that's just one example of a special interest group. So, special interest groups are informal groups composed of individuals sharing a common goal or special interest. These groups are recognized and approved by the AAPA Board of Directors. There are special interest groups for disaster medicine, lifestyle medicine, Coast Guard, PAs for financial growth, oral health, PAs in radiology, research, and even a special interest group for PAs in wilderness medicine. And don't even get me started on how much fun the AAPA conference is. What an awesome opportunity to learn from other PAs, connect with PAs, network, and feel seen and heard as a part of this incredible movement in our profession. 2023, the AAPA National Conference will be in Nashville, Tennessee, and I will be there, and I would love to see you there too. It's the only national conference of its kind. The CME offerings are second to none. They are incredible, high quality, and what I love is they have different tracks available depending on what area of medicine you work in or what subjects you want to brush up on, especially if you're taking the PANRE soon. You can get hours of CME. You can go out to dinner with colleagues and friends from across the country, reconnect with your classmates, and meet and add brand new members to your network that you just connected with that day. The best way to get the most out of the conference is to go with an open mind. Keep your head out of your phone, make eye contact with the people sitting near you, shake hands, and introduce yourself to those around you. The AAPA National Conference is kind of like summer camp for adult PAs, where you get to get away from your everyday life, your day to day responsibilities at home, and connect with this nationwide network of PAs. Professionally, it's pretty easy to exist in a silo, alone in your town, within your specialty, or in your organization. At the AAPA, you are likely to meet other PAs who maybe work in a similar situation or somewhere completely different, who do the same or vastly different specialties. And you will walk away feeling that you are part of something bigger than yourself because you are. The AAPA serves to advocate for, educate, and connect PAs across states, cultural differences, and more. It's such a great organization with a team that is working hard to do their best to advance our profession with PAs and our patients at the forefront of their mind and their focus. This is by no means an exhaustive list of the benefits of belonging to the AAPA, but it's a great summary of some of the main benefits of membership. For more information, check out aapa.org. I would love to see you at the conference and connect with you in person or virtually. You can find me hanging out on Instagram at Mrs. Tracy Bingaman or on LinkedIn. Just search Tracy Bingaman or The Money PA. Thank you, as always, for listening to The PA is In. If this episode helped you at all, if it clarified the benefits of being a member of the AAPA or pushed you to take action, I am so happy that it resonated with you. The very best way that you can say thank you is one of two ways. One, share this episode with your network, with your fellow AAPA members, with your friends and colleagues and students that come across your path. The other way is to head to iTunes, leave a 5-star rating and a written review so other PAs, when they're searching for the show, they see your review and they tune in themselves to be positively impacted just like you. Thank you again for tuning into the show by PAs for PAs, where we help you to design your life so you can live long and prosper. It's your turn to get inspired, take effective action, and become one of those unicorn PAs who loves their job, has abundant energy, time to spare, and work optional financial freedom. That's all for now. I'll see you next week. This PA is out.